Hello, so this is Scampertron and Flat Pancake Stanley Studios. Today we're going to learn how to do work out major scales, which is the precursor, how to work out all the chords and all the modes, all extended chords and everything for the piano and every other instrument you can think of. This is in Western music now. Yeah, so let's have a look at the C major scale first. How to work that out, and that pattern for that will help you work out every other scale then, which you can in turn work out the chords. So look now. So there's your keyboard with there. And for those of you who don't know about the piano, I don't know where the notes are. Right, see there's two black notes with there. 1, 2. And there's 3 with there. 1, 2, 3. So every note on the keyboard, there's a load of these patterns sort of keyboards. I'll show in a bit now. So there's that's what's called C sharp or D flat, and then everything to the left of the two black notes, straight to the left is C. Show on the keyboard now. So there's the 3 black notes, but there, see, there's the 2 black notes. So everything to the left of them, straight next to it is a C. So look at this again now. It goes, you can hear it as well. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I've got D and E over there. Let's show on the keyboard now. There's 2 black notes, there's C. So it goes up in the alphabet. C, D, E, F, G, and then back to start the alphabet on A, B, and back to C. See? There's 2 black notes again, another C. There's another 2 up there, another 2 there, there's another 2 up there. There they are, and there's some more down there. And then, see, there's the 3 of them, and there's 2 more over there, and there's 2 more over there. So there's 4 octaves on this keyboard, 88 keys in total. So these are counting the black keys as well. So let's work out how to do a major scale then, which in turn, I said, works out the minor scale and all the modes and all the chords and stuff. So we'll do that in another lesson. I'd show the minor scale as well, how to do that. It's pretty simple. After we work out the major scale, but we'll do the major scale first, right? So this is the pattern for every single major scale. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, which is represented by the T's and the S's, or 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So what does that mean? Right, so let's find the C again. 2 black notes and the C. So there to there is a semitone, okay? And then there to there is another semitone. So 2 semitones make a tone. So, and if you look at, this is C, D, E. You look to be an E and F. There's no black note, so that's just 1 semitone, or 1. E to F, just 1. And you go F, G, A, and B. And look, there's no black note between B and C either. That's just 1 again, 1 semitone. See? Let's go right into it. Let's get quick on then. I've been talking for ages now. Here's the pattern then, again, remember? So let's work out. So I know that the scale of C is this. Why is it that? And why is the scale of F this? I don't know wrong. Why is the scale D this? Oh, I can't do it looking. Oh. Why is the scale A flat this? Yeah, why is all them black notes? Why? It's a pattern, see? They're all the same. Just in different places. In pitch and on the keyboard. So the easiest way to look at it is to start on the C scale. So look at this again now. So tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Right? So there's C, 1 little note, to there is 1 or a semitone, and there to there to there to there is 2 or a tone. So that's the first bit. See? T or 2. And another tone now. Another 2. 1, 2. So an E. So go C, D, E. Now you want 1. And it's tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. So we're on a semitone now. Or 1. So the E and to there is 1. Now we want 3 tones. Right, so there to there is 1 semitone, there to there is 2, a tone, see there, start there, 1, 2, tone, there's 1 tone we want, and 1, 2, another tone, second tone, 1, 2, third tone, and 1 to finish off, 1 semitone to C. So there's a C major scale, and this is the fingering for it as well. So there's this is what the thumb is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and that's 5, one little finger. So look at this now. 1, 2, 3, thumb under, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you end up back on the C with your little finger. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So let's do G major now. Same pattern now. So let's find C again now. 2 black notes C, C, D, E, F, G. Same pattern now. There it is again. See? Right? Remember, write that down if you want to. Give time to write it down. Oh, right. So it's on G. On a tone. 1, 2. So remember, G to there is 1, and there is 2, which is a tone. So another tone. So it's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone from major scale. So there to there is a tone. There to there is 1. There to there is 2. Another tone. So it's a tone, tone. And now I want a semitone. So there to there is a semitone. There's no black in between. Look, straight from B to C. You got G, A, B, C. Now we want 3 tones. So there to there. No. C, there to there is 1 semitone. There to there is 2. C to D we want. There to there is 1. There to there is 2. And we're another tone now, another 2. So there to there is 1. As you can see, there's no block now between E and F. So we want 2, don't we? So there's the E to F is 1. And F to F sharp is another 1. E, F sharp. So what? Right. So it's tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. Maybe let's go tone, semitone. Let's do it slowly now. Count up again. G. There is 1. There is 2. Tone. A. There is 1. There is 2. Tone. Semitone now. There to there is a semitone. Now there to there, 3 tones now. There, see, there is 1. There is 2. Tone. And there to there is another tone. And so there to there is 1 semitone. And there is a tone. Back to G. So you got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G major. So written down by that for you. This is C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. There's G major, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. So on the keyboard, you've got sharps and flats, which is black notes. Sometimes you could have a B or an E, which is white note, or something. Could be called a flat because this note B could be called a C flat sometimes. You add them together, or this E could be called an F flat. Remember, that's a bit confusing. I mean, let's say why the black notes got sharps and flats in. So here's a C there. Everything to the right, the higher in pitch, is sharp. So that's called a C sharp, and that's that sign with it. See, that sign with it, the hash sign. So this is D. So everything to the left or lower in pitch is the flat. That could be D flat as well. See, and then the reason why this is not G flat in the major scale, G major, is because we can't have two G's notes, two written notes in the scale, because we wanna put an F in instead. So there's G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. Could be G, A, B, C, D, E, G flat, and G. We don't do that. Okay. So let's work D major out now then. No, let's do a tricky one. Let's start off on E flat. We don't tend to call it D sharp, it ends up with too many sharps. But like I was saying, you could have you probably end up with a B sharp, or not B sharp, oh, I don't know. But anyway, it's easier to call it an E flat scale. Like in the C sharp scale, it would end up with a, let's have a look now. C sharp, D sharp, E sharp. See, you'll have an E sharp in it. There's an E, it's E sharp. If you turn to D flat, it goes D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and D. That's why sometimes it's easier to work in flats than sharps, or the other way around, because you'll end up with a white note being called a flat or a sharp. See, yeah. Right, let's do an E flat scale. Well, let's go back to that C sharp scale then. I work in C sharp sometimes, but let's call it D flat for now. I haven't worked in flats yet, have we? Right, so there's a C there. Now that's not a C in the middle now. We're going down there now. Two black notes and a C. So on D flat start off on now. So there's D, and there's D flat. Okay, everything left is a flat. So this now, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Oh, before we do that, actually, just show the minor scale. I'll do this quick now. So this is C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. For the minor, and there's other way to do the modes as well. A is a Aeolian mode, I think. Was it? Yeah, I think so. The minor is an Aeolian mode. So let's talk about modes a minute. So if you use all the same notes on major scale, start on a different note, and use it like that, and it will be a mode. So if we start on D, this is a note to C. Start on D, it'll be a D Dorian mode. See? Start on E, these are the same notes. See? Slightly different sound. F, this is called F Lydian. G, this is used a lot in rock music. This is called a G mixed Lydian. We'll talk modes again. I need to brush up on it myself. before we talk about them. But the easiest one to do is the minor one. You start C again now. If you want to get a minor scale, start off a major scale, use all the same notes, and go down 3 notes. You go 1, 2, 3. So C major is the relative scale and key of A minor. So there's A minor. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And then there's other minors then. There's a harmonic minor, which is sharp in the 7th. There's a melodic minor, sharp in the 6th and 7th way up, and flattening back down to naturals. And naturals is just without no sharps or flats and thing. So let me try and do this now. Use a lot of classical music, that is. Anyway, so let's go back to D flat now. Major scale D flat. Right, so you want D flat. There's D. There's D flat. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. I keep saying that, don't I? So the C, D flat to there, to D is 1 semitone. To E flat is a tone. So there's 1 tone. There to there is 1 tone. Another tone now. There to there is 1 semitone. There to there is a tone. See? E flat, tone. Now I want a semitone. There to there is a semitone. Now I want 3 tones. That's G flat. That's a G. That's G flat. So far we've got D flat, E flat, F, and G flat. I want 3 tones, 3 twos. So there to there is 1, and there's 2, a tone. A flat, there, there to there is 1, and to there is another tone. See, there to there is a tone. B flat, and we want another tone now, another 2, 1, from there to there's 1, 2, there's a tone, there to there's a tone. I want a 1 now, a semitone, there. So there's those again. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So start again now. Just D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A, B flat, C, and D is D flat major scale. So like I was saying with the minor scales, if you want a minor, relative minor D flat, you go down 3 notes. But you've got to remember, it's all the notes you're using in the D flat scale. So remember, you got D flat, 1, and then using C as well with me. 2, 3. So the relative minor of D flat should be B flat minor. Yeah, that's not right now. Yeah, so remember we've done G as well. I know this for a fact. It's E minor. So it's a G major scale. Where we know. Yeah, right. G major scale, remember? G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So we're going to use all the same notes of the G major scale. Go down 3. So 1, remember using F sharp, don't we? 2, 3. So E is the relative minor of G. Use all the same notes G major scale now. There we go. E minor. Right, and we talk about chords next time. Next lesson. How do we go chords? There's another thing as well. I'll just show quick now. So we do C major chord. I remember I talked to my old lecturer in uni. And he said all the piano players who come down auditions didn't even know this for some reason. So we do a C major chord. You don't have to play there. You can play there or there. Same thing. we'll talk about next lesson. So there's C major, C and G. Put C up there, and C, E and G. And put E up there, C, E and G. We'll talk about next lesson in more depth. Thanks for listening. You can subscribe if you want. The Scampertron. Give me a like, give feedback, tell me what you think. Try to do some guitar stuff as well in the future, and how to play some songs and stuff, improvising and things. So this has been Scampertron. Thanks for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's of some use. Tidy stuff. Ta-ra.